Come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in. It looks like Texas A&M is about to upset Bama if they're not careful. Come on in. Come on in. We got to talk about this. Will, what's up, my man? Will, what's the word? Man, listen, we got to talk about this, man. They really tried to steal this game in the first half. They tried their best to steal this game in the first half. It was unbelievable. I can't. Brian, what's up, my man? The stuff. Look, I was furious in this first half. The stuff that I seen going on in the first half was absolutely ridiculous. They had a Caleb Bullock target when he actually hit with his shoulder. Let's come on in. We're gonna talk about it. Fight on, everybody. Fight on, everybody. This was a great win. And listen, defense, defense, defense. I told you guys the other day, I did a review on our defense, and I told you guys our defense is better than average. Washington State has not been held all year long to 14 points. Come on in, let's talk about it. Come on in, let's talk about it. Come on in. What's up, what's up? Cortland, what's up, what's up? Guy Smith, what's going on? Mr. Big Wheel, what's good? Solid game. Yes, sir. JB, fight on, fight on. Come on in, Marcellus. Our D played their behinds off tonight. Trojan John, what's up? 6-0, fight on. Archer Quick, what's going on? They were letting man. Listen. The first half, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I have never in my life seen these type of calls. Caleb Bullock and he actually hit with his shoulder, and they showed it in man, I thought Texas A&M was about to score right there. Man, they actually scored. He hit with his shoulder, man, and that was the craziest thing. Jordan Addison, they said passing interference. All he was doing was running the route, and then the sideline, the substitution deal. They did not give us the amount of time. I could not believe the calls, man. The Pac-12 referees suck. Come on in. Let's talk about it. This was a big game. OU lost. Man, I can't even deal with OU right now. I mean, it's to the point to where let's don't even talk about them. They are absolutely sad. Yeah, I am. Hey, Will Stick, I got it right here. Oh, Texas A&M is about to score. They about to beat Bama, man. Oh my God. I'm about to keep this on right now. Man, this is some crazy. Hey, Roger, what's up? Why is running back? My brother, he asked me the same thing. He asked me, I'm not sure what the deal is with Austin Jones. I was wondering, he kind of looked like he was upset too, man. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on with Austin Jones, but they had released. I don't know if it was I'm not sure. I don't even want to speculate. What recruits was it? Oh, T.A. Cunningham was there again. T.A. Cunningham was there again. I see that he put up a post on his Instagram, and he put on a USC uniform, well, a picture of him with a USC uniform, and T.A. Cunningham was actually there tonight. Listen, I'm so excited about what's going on with USC right now, but these calls in the first half were horrendous, man. Jordan Addison with they said he was holding, passing interference. It was crazy. And so this was a big time win, and man, I thought so man. Cedric, what's going on? What's up with the crew? Kevin, fight on. Big guy. Travis Dye. Listen, Travis Dye is the MVP tonight. Travis Dye is officially the MVP from an offensive perspective. But let me tell you guys this. I'm going to say our defense is the MVP of this game, because Washington State, let me give you guys some scores. Washington State have not been held to this low of points all year long. They've been scoring big. Darnell, what's going on? Green was there. Okay, I think I did hear that Green was there. You're absolutely right. Green was there. T.A. Cunningham was there. B. Hunter, Mississippi in the house. What's up, B. Hunter? I'm not saying that name. You're not about to get me to say that name now. Big Phil, what's the word, man? Big Phil, what's the word? I just seen that interception by Bantam. I think it's going to be over now. But look, check this out. I got so many things we got to talk about. The SEC is overrated. Kentucky lost against South Carolina. They are lost in the sauce. Let's be clear. The SEC is lost in the sauce. And they want to act like, listen, Washington State should have been ranked. I mean, look at all the teams that should have been ranked. Why is UCLA ranked way down way down on the totem pole? It makes no sense, man. It makes absolutely no sense. And when we play these teams, the first thing they want to say is, oh, we didn't play anybody. But we played a tough Washington State team who went down there and beat Wisconsin. And it makes no sense for us to have to fight and crawl and scratch, just to play somebody what they consider to be great. Washington State will be a lot of teams tonight. But the referee really helped them out in the first half. And big shout out, like I said, to our defense. And let's look at this. Our defense played lights out, man. Caleb Williams put out a clean hit. But let's look at this. UCLA run game, UCLA, man. Zach Charbonnet, man, he's legit, man. I liked him when he was at Michigan. He is a legit running back. They played lights out. But I think, if you guys look at it tonight, we didn't just get gassed for a whole lot of runs. Now, they did have a couple of them, but those guys were some little bitty running backs, man. You couldn't even see those guys. I can barely see them on the TV. Terry T, what's going on? Michelle Medina. Yeah, they were. The calls were absolutely horrendous on both sides. It was just unbelievable. But it was really horrendous toward us in the first half. I mean, the way they were calling this game, it was like, you just didn't understand it. Phil, the word is win. You're absolutely right. Thank God for the win. Thank God for the win because, like I said today, it's some teams that are completely lost in the sauce. Like I said, you look at Kentucky losing against South Carolina. Man, Texas A&M is about to win this game with 3 seconds left against Alabama. This is crazy. This game is over. This is crazy. Let me turn it off now. I thought Texas A&M was about to win this game. They were down on the goal line. So you look at even like with this, it was so many games out there that were just crazy games. And listen, for us we are, one thing we can say about USC, we are very consistent on both sides of the ball, especially with the defense. Do you guys know that our defense is really legit? I think we look at the big plays and we need to focus on the score. We need to focus on the score. I know some of the gashing plays, sometimes that happens. This is football. But I think we really need to focus on how we allowing scores in each game. We have not allowed, our average score totals, Michelle Medina, the defense has embodied to slander and doubts. And absolutely. Trojan John, Oregon gave up 40. They gave up 41 points. You're absolutely right. They gave up 41 points to Washington State. The score was 41. This was at Oregon, 41-44. And Washington State really could have won that game. So this should give us enough confidence as a team to. Hey, Elijah, man, we're gonna talk about Tui. Shout out to Tui, Man, Tuli went absolutely berserk tonight. What did he have? He had 3 or 4 sacks. Tuli had a total of 3 sacks tonight. Solomon Byrd had a sack tonight. The defense was playing lights out, man. Eric Gentry looked like he was way less in opposed to last week's game. Tuli went crazy. Shout out second half, man. Shout out the second half. The second half was big. The defense was big. Absolutely, Elijah. He had 3 sacks. Man, Tuli, I'm sorry. I said the defense as a whole, but we got to give it to Tuli. Tuli has to get the MVP of the game. He has to get the MVP of the game. The guy went crazy. He went crazy in the first half. He was going all of these sacks that he had, and then he was adding pressure. Tuli. Oh, shout out to Tyrone Taleni. Tyrone Taleni had him a sack. I think Nick Figueroa had a sack, but it ended up being a fumble. So, man, listen, our defense, for those who said that we don't have a defensive line, Washington State, for those who said we don't have it, Nick Figueroa had pressure. Solomon Byrd had big pressure. Tuli had pressure. Everybody was out there playing as a unit. Everybody was playing as a team. And I think we overcame adversity. And sometimes that just lets you know, because if you guys think about this, think about those 2 penalties that were critical penalties. The Caleb Bullock situation, that led to a score. And then you look at the Jordan Addison situation. That all these penalties, these 2 penalties led to some scores. M11, they stressing me out. Man, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. It didn't have to be the stress if they didn't call these crazy penalties. We had to work through adversity, but that just shows you that we have a team with chemistry. We have a team that can suffer through adversity, and a team that can make it through whatever times that we got. I mean, and Leak and Riley stayed patient, and Leak and Riley called a critical timeout when we knew that the ball was dropped. They tried to run that play. You remember when the receiver caught that ball and it went through his hands? Leak and Riley called a critical timeout. It's like the refs were just fumbling the game. They were just fumbling the game in the first half, and they were trying to get us lost in the sauce. The Pac-12, man, the Pac-12, I don't know if they hate the fact, and you guys know I'm coming back with John Walker tomorrow. I don't know if they hate the fact that we're going to the Big Ten or not, but you guys know that UCLA and USC are the 2 teams that are leaving, and these seem to be the 2 teams that are really shining right now in the Pac-12. And you know that they absolutely probably hate that. They probably hate every bit of that right now. And so the refs right now are trying to do everything that they can to prevent USC. It appeared to be like that in the first half. Now, I will give them a little bit of credit. They tried to do a little bit better in the second half. Be funny playing. Man, I mean, hey, that would be funny. I mean, what if we play UCLA? The 2 teams that are leaving, to go to the Big Ten will be playing each other in the Pac-12 championship. I mean, that just show you like the joke is on them, right? The joke is on the Pac-12. Guess who? Halftime adjustments by the halftime adjustments was good, but let me say this. Like I said before, for those who are just coming on, the halftime adjustments was good, but I think our defense came out with energy. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. The defense came out with energy, and we shouldn't have had to make no major halftime adjustment. The refs did it for them. UCLA is a 4-letter. hey, absolute. Holding Hockaday. OU fans, man. OU fans. I'm not even gonna talk. I told you somebody else mentioned OU. I'm not even gonna talk about them. It's that bad now. Well, I can no longer talk about Oklahoma right now because Oklahoma is lost in every sauce that you could possibly think. I mean, well, let me just say this. They lost in sweet and sour sauce. They lost in marinara sauce. They lost in paste pecani sauce. Oklahoma is lost in every sauce that you could think about. Now, I'm done with them because, they are really a sad case right now. And I don't even know what to say about them anymore, man. I have lost. It's so bad. I have lost words for them right now. Oklahoma is just lost. It is sad, man. It really is sad. God bless you, child. Hey, listen, Oklahoma is about to hit it's some people that's going to hit the portal right now for the Oklahoma Sooners. It's some guys that's going to hit the portal. And all these schools, Texas A&M, think about this. Texas A&M, Oklahoma, all these schools, it's going to be major players that's going to hit the portal, and USC is going to be the benefactor. They're going to benefit from that. Elijah, we didn't play our best game on offense, but we won comfortably. We didn't play our best game, but we did what we had to do. And like I said, the defense appears to me, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but have you noticed the defense is getting better and better? Juggernaut, Pac-12 don't want, man, everybody's saying that right now. The Pac-12 referees, I think the Pac-12 as a whole, they don't want, I can't remember who it was that just said that. They don't want USC or UCLA in the Pac-12 championship. But it looked like that's what's about to happen. And, wouldn't that absolutely just ruin their whole day or their whole year? And by the way, did you guys happen to hear Fox Sports and I just read this today. Fox Sports and ESPN both just stopped negotiations with the Pac-12 as far as TV rights deals. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Daniel, still not great against the run. But listen, let me look at the run. We're not great against the run, but Washington State didn't just run all over us either. Let's see. Washington State, They had 144. That's about our average. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want that any day, of the week. But they had 144. But let me tell you something. They have 14 points as well. They have not been held to 14 points all year long. Our D is getting better. Our team just stopped. Man, hey, listen. It's no coincidence, Mitch. Yes, our defense is getting. Mitch, listen. Our defense. You guys got to understand. Do you know how hard it is to keep teams to a certain amount of points? 14 points for Washington State. Look at who they played all year long. Look at who they played all year long. Let's see. When they played Oregon, it was 41-14. I'm sorry, 44-41. They put 41 points on Oregon. When they played Cal, they put up 28 points. When they played Wisconsin, they put up 17 points, and they won that game. When they played Colorado State, they put up 38 points. USC is doing a great job. Teams that score points, USC has been holding them to not allowing them to score. So I think we really got to give our defense the benefit of the doubt. And the scheme that we run, sometimes the scheme that we run sometimes leaves gaps open. But you see, on the flip side of that, we allow our defense allows us to get a lot of sacks. So you seen Thule with 3 sacks tonight. So you seen Solomon Byrd with a sack. You see Nick Figueroa come through with a sack. So our defense is allowing us to create some sacks, and hey, we love it. What about Thule? Absolutely, Thule balled out. Mark my words, USC will have the #1 transfer. Man, listen, USC, you're absolutely right. You saying what I'm saying. USC will have the #1 transfer portal class, and we're going to get the best players from Oklahoma. We're going to get the best players from everywhere. Thule is a certified gangster tackler. Straight up. He is a certified gangster tackler. I mean, Thule gets it done. They wanted Utah, Oregon. They wanted Oregon and Utah so bad. But hey, Marv 11, I appreciate you, my man. You said my passion is really felt. I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you too, man. Hey, listen, we all love USC, and we all love the fact that they're back. We don't want nobody like the referees to take it from us like they attempted to do tonight. I was furious. I'm telling you, I had this little Gatorade. I felt like throwing this Gatorade at the TV. I mean, it really just had me upset. I really didn't understand it. Like, why are you calling these crazy calls? Jordan Addison, all this. I mean, it was unbelievable. So listen, man. Listen. Michelle, those OU decommit, man, let me tell you, OU has, and I was telling somebody this today, OU has a top class, but I'm going to tell you, they about to be lost in the sauce. It's going to be some flips. I need to read this one. OU has a top class, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think they're in the top 10. I think they're number 6. But OU is about to be all the way lost. Say what you want about Alex Grinch, Moss 1032, Grinch, but these guys make investment. Man, I'm telling you, man, Alex Grinch, I don't care what nobody in America says about Alex Grinch. I love Alex Grinch. I'd rather have him than Brent Venables. I'd rather have him than Washington State defensive coordinator. I'd rather have him than Oregon State coordinator. I'd rather have him than a lot of coordinators right now. I love Alex Grinch. Look, I am all for Alex Grinch right now. Herman, what's going on? Kevin Baker, we about to get some Miami. Hey, Miami too. Hey, I think Miami lost. If I'm not mistaken, Miami lost that game. I was watching that game and I turned it off. SC is going to attract defense. Absolutely. Guess who? Thank you, USC. Hey, I appreciate you as well. I really do. D. Pitter, what's up, my man? Where you been at, man? Shout out to the third quarter. That pretty elite. Hey, absolutely, man. Jimbo, refs have bad games. Like, yeah, they do have bad games, but this was like what you call excessive behavior when, repeated. They were repeated offenders tonight for making these crazy calls against USC. I mean, I was really trying to understand, like, what's really going on? Yeah, you're right, Brian. They did lose to North Carolina. Miami is lost in the sauce. So listen, we can look for Oklahoma to get some flips. And Miami to get some flips. We can look for all these schools. Do you realize how hard it is for Lincoln Riley to do what he's doing right now? But Lincoln Riley is maintaining his composure on the sideline. We still calling the plays. Alex Grinch is maintaining his composure. Defense is still calling their plays, and the defense is showing us up. I mean, they really showing up in a major way. Let me tell you something. I'm so proud of our defensive unit, and let me tell you guys the reason why I'm very proud. I'm proud of our defensive unit. Rush Storm, pass rush look good tonight. Man, they look great. I'm going to tell you why I am so proud of our defense, because everybody was down on our defense. You had so many people that were saying Grinch defense was this, Grinch defense was that. And for them to show up the way they showed up, and for them to show up, it honestly looks like they're getting better. And what about the fact that they said Washington State has one of the most dangerous pass rushes that we're going to see all year long? You know, I mean, Lincoln Riley already told us that we faced one of the most physical fronts last week, Arizona State. Oh, Arizona State beat Washington today. Arizona State beat Washington today. What does that say for USC? Do you guys see now? Do you guys get the picture that USC is really what they're doing right now on the field? This thing is major. Arizona State beat Washington. Washington beat up on Michigan State. Washington was actually a good team. Listen, man. So I told you guys last week that Arizona State really wasn't that bad of a team. Charles 16, love the way our defense. Man, I'm telling you, if our defense can play like this all the time, I'm happy. If I had to say, if we had to say this, if our defense has to play like this, if we got one way that we want our defense to play, which game would we want them to play? I would say like this tonight. All the sacks, all the pressure that they were applying to Washington State. If we had to pick one game, I would say tonight would be the game that if we had to stick with one defense for the night, for the rest of the year, Washington State game would be the defense I would go with. It wouldn't be the Stanford game. It wouldn't be the Arizona State game. It would not be. Hey, Hung Lu, I appreciate it. If I had to pick one night to stick with a defense and we had to stick with it for that whole year, Utah looked bad. Man, Utah looked lost in the sauce. They look lost. Now, we do got to play them next week, and we do got to go there. But Utah did look lost. They looked like they just, I don't know. They looked like they were just fatigued out of it or just beaten down. I don't know. It looked like UCLA, honestly, to me, it looked like UCLA just beat them down, man. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like they just drug them in the mud and just told them bye. That's what it looks like. Oregon Ducks beating Arizona. Well, God bless Oregon. But Oregon allowed 44 points against Washington State. 41 points. Touchdown. Utah man, they did overlook UCLA. I didn't overlook them because I seen what they did last week against Washington. Caesar. Yeah, and their QB didn't look. Their QB, and the thing about it, I was kind of high on Cam Rising. Actually, he was a good quarterback, but I don't know what the deal was with him. But you know, my hope is that nobody really got injured, but I hope they got beat up enough to where they fatigue when they play us. I will say that. I hope they got beat down to the ground. I'm not wishing injuries on nobody. I hope they can still play, but I hope they just beat down, and I hope they limping when they play us. That's what I hope for. Jamie, shout out to you, Jamie. What's going on? Fight on from Illinois. Fight on from Illinois. Hey, look. So Mark, think any coaches, man? Any coaches get poached? You know, I'm hoping no coaches get poached. I mean, because the way Grinch is calling plays right now, and the way you can visually see Grinch making adjustments throughout the game, and it's like, man, this guy, he really knows how to coach just as much. I think they're a good tag team. He knows how to coach just as much. Somebody said Cedric Gibbons lost in the man. I don't know. I love Corey, man. I don't know. We gonna let me and John. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna let John deal with that and let him give his thoughts because he was actually on the field. I've seen a couple things in the game, but when we come back tomorrow, we're gonna kind of review that and see. Jay, it's too late to get on. It's absolutely too late to get on the train. And listen, I told you guys. And listen, whoever wants to get on the train with the defense, don't get on it. Because we already said that we left the keys way back in May. And listen, we tried to bring you the numbers. We tried to bring it's amazing that these analysts all across the country, they still saying, have you guys noticed they still on ESPN 5, they still saying USC's defense the only thing I'm concerned about. What games are you watching? Like, what are you watching? Do you see that these teams are not scoring no points, no major points? No team has put 30 points on us. No team has put 28. Well, Stanford put 28. That was it. But for the most part, we are holding these teams. So understand. I mean, what are they looking at? I'm trying to understand what are they looking at. And so for anybody who want to try to jump on the bandwagon, it's going to be too late, because we tried to tell you guys that they brought all these players in from the transfer portal, and that equals to production. Once you come from another team and you're a starter like a Solomon Bird, like a Mekhi Blackman, all these different guys. I hadn't seen Latrell McCutcheon a lot, but you come from another team, it's gonna create instant impact. It's gonna create success. And with Lincoln Riley, I said this over and over again. He said this is the most unique team I've ever seen. And I told you guys, Lincoln Riley's seen championship level teams. He's made it to the playoffs. So Lincoln Riley wasn't just selling us whiff tickets. Lincoln Riley was speaking pure facts and speaking what he knew, but based on his experience. And when he seen it with his visual, he was able to apply that to his intellectual knowledge. And now he was able to say, look, this is going to be a great team. But nobody believed him. But they were lost in the sauce. Whoever didn't believe was lost in the sauce. They was lost in all the sauce. They were lost in sweet sour sauce. They was lost in barbecue sauce. They was lost in marinara sauce. And they was lost in paste picante sauce. Whoever didn't believe. Dr. Lincoln Riley's first year head coaching. Man, Lincoln Riley's doing an excellent job, man. I'm telling you. He is doing an excellent. This thing went. Lincoln Riley is doing, for your first year of coaching. I mean, I don't want. Hey, let's all, when we go to sleep tonight, let's all say our prayers tonight. Lord, please let Lincoln Riley stay for the next 10 years. That needs to be our prayer tonight. And I know we're going to church, but we need to pray Lincoln Riley and Alex Grinch stay for another 10 years, because we don't want to be lost in the sauce. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. He's a heck of a coach. And shout out to Caleb Williams, man. Caleb Williams had a pretty decent game. UCLA will beat the brakes up. Hey, whatever. Every week. Hey, let me ask you guys this. Have you guys noticed this? Every week, we're on upset alert. Every week, they put us on upset alert. Every single week. Whether it's 24/7 Sports, whether it's On3, all these different companies, these networks, they put us on upset alert. And I see it. They put a group of teams, probably about 5-6 teams. USC upset. I'm so tired of seeing these people putting us on upset alert, and we beat them by all these points. Jason, absolutely. Utah receivers they did look average. They look absolutely average. B Hunter is an OU fan. Yeah, he is he got to be an OU fan. But I'm not even gonna talk about you, OU fan. We all know that you lost in the sauce. We're not even going to deal with that, because you guys are hurting. It's just going to be a lot. We're applying pressure that doesn't need to be added. You guys got the most pressure you guys ever had in your entire life. Matter of fact, they said this is the first time since 1965 that Oklahoma has went 0-3. No, lost 3 games straight. Oklahoma has been shut out. How you lose? I'm not even going to talk. 49-0. How you lose to 40? How you lose 49-0? But I'm not gonna go there. 0. I mean, how do you do that? That's incredible. In the Red River Shootout, that wasn't a Red River Shootout. That was a Red River beat down. You hear me? That was a Red River beat down. That was not a Red River Shootout. Go ahead, put us in the top 4. Absolutely. Pray for OU fans. Hey, we absolutely need to pray for it, man. And, pray for that whole situation, because they look like they are in dire situation right now. We did. I seen Brandon Rice. Brandon Rice had a drop pass. Mario had a drop pass. Think about those passes that we left on the ground. And we Red River restore a Red River massacre. Hey. UCLA beat 2 ranked teams. How many? Let me tell you this. This is the problem with the system. EAF. This is the problem with the system. Check this out. The system is set up. EAF. Can you not tell me Oklahoma wouldn't have beat Washington State? The system is set up. Washington State should have been ranked. UCLA should have been ranked before. They're not the number 18 in the country. 18th team in the country. UCLA should have been ranked before last week. Why do we have to play like, lights out every week? The SEC, they got all these teams that are lost in the sauce. Look at Kentucky. Kentucky just lost against South Carolina. You can't tell me UCLA can't beat neither of those teams. So why do they set the system up for these guys that they beat ranked teams already because they're already ranked. And the situation is rigged, man. You got to understand that. We fighting against, when you in the Pac-12, we fighting against the whole SEC. It is a biased situation. It's all good when we beat UCLA. Their record was absolutely. There was a Texas chain. Hey, Trojan John. There was a Texas chain massacre. Hey, man, that was not a Red River shootout. That was a Red River beat down to the ground. UCLA blew the doors off LSU last year. Absolutely, Russ Storm, exactly. So listen, man. I think we got a lot to be encouraged about. Let them send. Hey, Justin. Hey, man. Hey, look, check this out. Johnny, what's up, LBC? Hey, so look, we got a lot to be encouraged about tonight. The defense played lights out. The defense is getting better and better and better. And listen, for all those who said Lincoln was lost in the sauce, man, you remember what they called him? They called EAF. If you still on here, do you remember that they called Lincoln Stinking Lincoln? He don't look so stinking right now, do he? He don't look so stinking right now. Lincoln look like he smelled real good right now. And he looked like he's putting a product on the field that's absolutely wonderful to the USC fans. And so all I want to do is tell you thank you for allowing us to have him, because Lincoln is awesome. He is one of the greatest coaches. Man, that is, you remember when T.O. said when he was talking about his quarterback, he said, that's my quarterback. He started crying. Listen, I'm about to start crying because that's my coach. Don't talk about my coach. I'm about to cry. Don't talk about my coach. Lincoln is my coach. So listen, check the man. I don't even know where are the trash talking Sooners? Man, they have went and they have took cover. All of the Sooner fans that were here, they have officially took cover. They have fled from the situation. Listen, we got to put out an APB on them because we don't know where they're at. OU fans have been humbled. Absolutely. Modern day and Bosco. Hey, modern day. Hey, this is another thing we got to talk about. How about Lincoln Rally? Digital Asset. What's up, man? What's up? How about Lincoln Rally? This is the main reason. EFA, if you still on here, Oklahoma fan, do you not know that Lincoln Rally, all he had to do was take his helicopter over to the St. John Bosco modern day game? He couldn't have did that in Oklahoma. He didn't have access to those type of recruits. The number 1 team and the number 2 team in the whole country, according to Max Preps, Lincoln Riley was just a helicopter. And the only reason he took a helicopter is because, it's like the traffic is crazy. But y'all won't understand that. So he took a helicopter, hop, skip, and a jump over to the game. And listen, would you still recruit Mateo? Oh, Brian, we gonna talk about that, Brian. Hey, hey, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about, man. You need to inbox me, man, on Instagram, USCJ32. Inbox me, Brian, on USCJ32. We'll talk about that. So Lincoln Riley, all he had to do was a hop, skip, and a jump, man. That was it. B Hunter, what the heck is a boomer Sooner? Hey, I have no idea. Will Stick, he took a helicopter to flex. Those lines are elite. St. John Bot, man, they absolutely. Baker hey, yeah, Brian, hit me up. I'm gonna send you some video. Baker from modern day, man. I'm telling you, those offensive linemen, man, they for modern day, man, they were big time, man. They were handling that pass rush. I'm gonna just leave it at that for St. John Bosco. I'm gonna tell you like that. Those boys were blocking on that line, and we need those guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Texas A&M QB, yeah, they lost in the sauce. Texas, I don't even understand what modern day is. Man, modern day, I mean, they are so physical, with the interior play. They did the thing. Both sides, 5-star O-line, modern day, yeah, they went on beast mode. Devon Henderson, Oklahoma is a goofy town. Hey man, so listen, I'm coming back tomorrow with with John. Moose, we need to pray for Mateo away from I'm sticking to losing the state of town. Hey, yeah, we don't need no players from we don't need no players from Southern California leaving Southern California. Bottom line, that's the bottom line. And I think this win tonight, like I told you guys, I pray that that T.A. Cunningham, that he reclassified. I seen a picture with him on Instagram, and like I told you guys earlier, he put up a picture. He had the whole USC uniform on, and he was apparently he was at the game tonight. And this guy, he's over at Los Alamitos, so apparently he could just walk to USC now and be at the game every week. And we don't have a good lineman on the West Coast. Man, they are absolutely, they say that, man, they are crazy. They are crazy. Hey, you're right, T.A. is ready, David. I seen a picture with T.A. standing in the huddle, and he looked like he was about 8 feet tall. I know he's 6'6", but he looked like he was about 8 feet tall. Everybody else looked like they were 5'5". I said, this guy looks incredible. LSU, man, LSU's lost in the sauce. Brian Kelly, how do we want to talk about Brian Kelly? You know, he did the fake accent thing. He said, me and my family. You remember when he said that? Brian Kelly is lost in the sauce at LSU. He should have stayed at Notre Dame, but it's helping us out because now we got Elijah Page. Thank God for Brian Kelly. Me and my family. I mean, he is lost. LSU, man, it's crazy. Texas 49, man, this thing is absolutely crazy. Terry T, what's going on? So listen, tomorrow, should I talk like Brian Kelly? Me and my family. Hey, tomorrow, I'm coming back. I'm coming back on here tomorrow. Me and John Walker, man, we're going to do a full recap. We're going to dissect it. Hey, Jamie, it's crazy, man. Hey, look, hey, it's really crazy. When Brian Kelly said that, you guys remember that? When he went up there and he got on the basketball court and he was in front of everybody, me and my family, and he is lost in the sauce. And then he did this thing. You see when he was with the recruit, I think the big defensive the defensive end. And he was in the video doing all this kind of stuff. Man, I said, this guy's incredible. I mean, all these guys who try to do the extra, they lost in the sauce. Anthony, what's going on? No team had a 20-yard run, but we did. Digital asset, Tennessee is going to get either UGA. Man, let me tell you something. When I looked at the stats, before I let you guys go, when I looked at the stats, Tennessee offense is good. Okay, we'll give it to them. But Tennessee is ranked like at the bottom as it relates to pass offenses. Pass defenses in the country. Ruben, if you haven't seen the way top 5 teams are playing, that means talent gap has been closed. Man, I'm telling you, man. So, Sergio, me and my family, and that was the most hilarious thing of all time. Bro has been balling out, man. I hated to lose Bro McCoy. Bro has been balling out, and much props to him. Just like when Velus Jones went to Tennessee, he got drafted this year in the 3rd round. I have nothing but respect for Bro McCoy. I know if it was up to him, he would still be here right now. So, nothing but respect, and I mentioned, much success to him. Hey, EAF, I appreciate you, though. I really do. I appreciate you. Even though you're Oklahoma fan, I really appreciate you coming on, man. I really do. I really do. So listen, hey, tomorrow, me and John Walker will be coming. I'm just going to say it's subject to change, but I'm going to say we got 141 in here tonight. I'm going to say 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. Now, it could be within that hour. It could be 8:30 Eastern or 5:30 Pacific. But let me just say this. Anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock Eastern or 5 and 6 o'clock Pacific. Me and John Walker are going to be on tomorrow. We're going to break this game down. He was on the sideline tonight. I talked to him. He was just as furious as me as with these crazy calls. And, we could not believe, like I said, the Caleb Bullock, all these different calls. I mean, it was absolutely just ridiculous. So listen, man, I appreciate, we've been on here almost 40 minutes. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, guess who? I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tapping in, taking out the time, man. I hope everybody, man, has a blessed night. Keep it safe tonight, man. Listen, stay focused. Hey, Vet, get some rest. Hey, listen, you know USCJ. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm on this all the time. Y'all know what time it is with me. So listen, I appreciate everybody, man. You guys get some rest tonight. You guys be safe tonight, man. And listen, until tomorrow, fight on, fight on, fight on. Hey, Britton Iverson, what's up, what's up, what's up? Fight on.